percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A credit to tackle to Brandon Jones.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey up, and he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that block is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We're scoreless after 1. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back, you can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the trap.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards that time for number 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Dolphins take over
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd down, Tua. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
For a Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Tua.
At the Niners' 31-yard line.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray taking it in. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the attempt at three will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry up.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Mostert is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Purdy on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Purdy on the sneak, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing Tua. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua.
Tonga Vailoa on the keeper. Nick Bosa on the stop. Brings up.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.